Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to 715 Podcast Today. Loyal Crawford, it's been a much anticipated podcast that people have wanted for a while. Loyal, how are you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing great, man.
Good to see you, dude. I mean, we've been seeing some of your new Instagram posts. It's kind of seen like a change from Loyal Crawford over the past couple weeks, months, whatever it's been. But why don't you kind of give yourself an intro? We love to give the guests the opportunity to kind of let the people know who they are and what they do.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, my name's Loyal Crawford. Most people know me for football. I'm gonna go be playing football in Madison here, leaving in June. Yeah, a little bit about myself. I like working out a lot. I like self-improvement. I'm always trying to improve myself, and I like giving motivation to people too, because I know I have a voice and I know a lot of people listen to me. So I like to motivate people as well.
Yeah, so something that I've seen, especially, and for people who don't follow Loyal, over the past, what do you say, Loyal? Probably 3 weeks. It's been pretty recent where you've kind of made this change to posting these kind of self-affirmations and stuff out to people to try to get them going.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like, what are you asking?
Yeah, so I was just going to finish with kind of what made the change to where you wanted to start to get people to, hey, you can do this, you can push through this, be yourself.
Yeah, I guess I just kind of realized, like, I kind of have a voice, and I realized that a lot of people listen to me. So I was like, well, why not use it? Why not push a positive message? So yeah, that's really what drove me is I realized I had a lot of eyes on me, and I just want to give a positive message to people because, there's not a lot of that out there. So, So I knew I could do something about it. So that's really the biggest thing.
Yeah, and so something that comes with that too is, do you think like the new year, I guess, was it kind of a New Year's resolution for you to kind of go out and say, hey, we can do this in this new year after kind of the crazy year we had of 2020?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, man. 2020 was definitely something different. And yeah, it definitely was affecting people mentally and stuff like that. So yeah, like coming into 2021, I was like, okay, this year it can't be like that again. I got to do something about it. I got to do what I can. So yeah.
Yeah, that's sweet, man. That's pretty cool stuff. I've definitely enjoyed the content that you've been putting out with that, and I'm glad to kind of get you on the podcast to spread that word again.
Absolutely.
Something you talked about on some of your posts too was kind of your story with Taya. Would you mind kind of diving into that, kind of how that's motivated you too?
Yeah, sure. So a lot of people probably don't know, but my sister passed away freshman year from cancer, and yeah, just watching her go through the stuff she did, like just all the pain and watching her fight, that really switched my mental and like made me realize like how easy my life really is compared to hers. And I use her for motivation every day. Like I watched her and how strong she was, and that's really how I get my strength is from her. Just watching her, what she went through, it was crazy, man. So yeah.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I remember going back to the visitation day, and something you always said was like, let's go out and work and get this. I remember that when I came and gave you the hug that day, man, and I'll never forget that moment. That it's just giving me chills right now, because I think you truly did kind of go out and work to try to get what you needed to do. And you're going now to Wisconsin to play running back there, and you got things done. So how excited are you to kind of move on to that next step and go to Wisconsin?
Oh man, I'm really excited. It's been a long time coming, and I put in a lot of work for it. And you were there with me, man. You put in a lot of work too. So you know how hard it is to get to this point. And so yeah, I'm just really excited and yeah.
One thing a lot of people have been asking me, and I know you mentioned it on your signing day, is because sometimes guys graduate early and they go down and play spring ball for the Badgers, and they'll miss. And with this crazy year, we're playing in the spring for Memorial. So are you playing for Memorial this year?
I still haven't decided. I'm still debating on if I want to run track or not.
Okay.
It's kind of like a thing where I might get injured, and like going into college, I don't want that to happen. So I'm still kind of debating it, to be honest.
Yeah, no doubt. Why don't we kind of get into some of your more like lifestyle choices and changes you've made. I see, like, what was that drink you were just drinking? Because I know some of the stuff, like, yeah, like some of the stuff that you put on is like, because I remember talking to you after kind of morning liftings, like junior year, and you were getting on some, what was that, like the CMOS stuff or whatever it
Yeah,
was.
yeah, man. I actually have it in here, right here.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is just a smoothie with like berries and stuff.
Okay.
But the things I add into it, makes it like a lot more nutritious. So what sea moss is it comes from like the ocean somewhere, I don't even know, but it's like this moss with a lot of minerals, and your body needs minerals to function fully. So sea moss has about like 92 of the 102 minerals your body is composed of. So I take that daily and it makes me feel great, man. Also, what I put in it is lion's mane mushroom. It's like it comes in a powder form, and it's really good for like the neurons in your brain. It like rewires the neurons in your brain, and it really just like helps with like memorization. It helps with just thinking clearly, functioning better all around, like with your brain and whatnot. And then what else I have in there is moringa powder, which is really high in iron, and you need iron for like energy and stuff, like
Yeah.
iron and magnesium. So yeah, I have some moringa powder in there. Have maca powder, which maca powder gives you like energy. So like a lot of people drink coffee and like caffeine and stuff, but that's like not too good for your glands in your body and stuff, and like it dehydrates you and stuff. So maca is like a really good replacement. It gives you like, I would say it gives you even more energy than if you were to drink coffee. And so yeah, it just really uplifts you. It really just gives you like that boost of energy, because like a lot of people, they feel tired, they feel like lousy, slouchy all day, and like they don't really know how to get rid of it. Like I know a lot of people, like they sleep a lot but they still feel tired. So like, yeah, this maca powder, it will really help with that, with your energy and stuff. So yeah, I think that's kind of like what I have in that smoothie. So
That's
yeah.
just in the smoothie, man. That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
something different too. Like, just, I don't know if it was COVID or what it was, where you kind of made the decision to kind of living up and change your diet or whatever it is.
Yeah, for sure. I just noticed like a lot of this like COVID stuff, like no one's really pushing like your immune system, like
Right.
strengthening your immune system. Like it's all like, oh, go take this vaccine, or like go take some type of drug or something. Like I think a lot of people have a misconception. Like if you just have a strong immune system, you'll be able to fight off like a lot of stuff. And really what you need for that is you need those minerals. And a lot of people are like, oh, I need vitamins. I need to take these vitamins. But what they don't realize is minerals activate the functions of the vitamins. So it's essential that you have all these minerals in your body. So yeah.
So when you're going into like learning about, how to increase the function of your immune system, what are your best avenues of learning what the best supplements are to take?
Yeah, I guess I really just like Google, like any question I have, I just Google it, and I just really like just like do my due diligence. I can't really say that word, but yeah, and I just kind of like search. I'm trying to think of like somebody with like this guy on Instagram named Pill, Blue underscore Pill. I learned a lot from him. Like that's where I found out about the lion's mane and like the sea moss and stuff. Um, there's another guy named 19 Keys on Instagram. He puts out a lot of gems on health and whatnot. So yeah, I guess like a lot of people that I follow on Instagram, they kind of just give out gems, and then other than that, I just kind of, any question I have, I just really just research it. And a lot of people just research it, look at the first thing, and they're like, oh, that's the answer. Like,
Right.
no, I really like look and like take different people's perspectives and then put them all together.
Yeah, and then you try to
Yeah.
share it too, because I know you repub it, like I've seen you repub Blue Pill or whatever on your story, and I've seen some of that stuff too. So you're spreading the word again with your voice and your platform. Love to
Yeah,
see it,
for
man.
sure.
Another thing that we've seen too from you, a couple times throughout this year was your kind of up and rising SoundCloud career, and you've come out with a couple songs, man. Can you talk a little bit about that and kind of how that started?
Yeah, man. I guess my friend Matt Miller, he was just he's trying to get into rapping and whatnot, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll do some songs with you, because I mean I can put something together, and I mean I'm not really taking it too serious. It's just kind of something for fun, and you know, we really try to get like a message across in our songs too. Like it's not just like most like rap songs that are like, oh yeah, shoot some guns, oh yeah, do some drugs, like stuff like that, like mainstream pushes and stuff. Like we really try to put like a positive message through it. But yeah, I'm not really like, it's nothing that I'm like trying to like take off with. It's just kind of for fun.
Right.
But Matt though, he's trying to off with it. So yeah.
Sweet. I mean, what would you say is like the number one thing you try to push across to use your voice and try to say to people, like, this is what you need to do?
My main message, I would just say, don't listen to everyone and what they're trying to tell you. Like, just be who you want, because you can get anything in your life that you want. You just have to believe with high intensity, and like, if you believe with high intensity that you're gonna achieve something, you will. So like my biggest message would just be your true self. Don't be scared to think of what others think.
Yeah, that's an awesome message, man. I mean, something that I think a lot of times comes up with, especially college sports and just people who are trying to play actually high school sports, is they try to fit a narrative that like, I need to be the next J.J. Watt. Like that's something I always thought, like I need to be the next J.J. Watt, the best next good Wisconsin defensive end. And really that's not who you need to be. You just need to be the best version of, in my case, Grant Gerber. I need to be the best Grant Gerber football player that goes out on the field each and every time and competes as hard as he can. So I think
exactly,
and that's not just for football either.
Right.
You know, like Jackson, he doesn't need to be some mainstream producer. He needs to be Jackson Sandler. He needs to be his own producer. So I think that goes for anything that people do. Just be yourself, man, and embrace who you are. And I think it's harder in today's world because people like to cut people down, and it just sucks.
Sure.
But that's the way it is. And I think it's really good that you're kind of living people up and saying, hey, this is who you need to be. Go do it. So props to you, man.
Yeah, most definitely, man, for sure.
Is there anything else you want to hit off right away, or do you want to kind of talk about more kind of your journey into Wisconsin and how that? Because I remember going down to the first game day visit with you, man, and that was something else, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was crazy, man. Like I was not expecting that. I guess I like when we went, I didn't really know what to expect because I never like have gone to a game or anything.
Yeah.
So when we were down there and I really realized what like the opportunity, what was really possible, that really like flipped a switch for me. Like, dang, I could really get to this point if I just gotta work my butt off. And yeah, it was just crazy, man. I remember that like it was yesterday.
Yeah,
man.
that was over 2 years ago now, man. That's insane.
That
was sophomore
time flies,
year,
man. It seems like it was just yesterday. Like actually,
yeah,
it's crazy.
it does. Yeah.
So this is a question for you two. Do most people who go into a big college sport, do they typically stay within their state, or do most people kind of explore out of state most of the time?
Yeah, I would say for like D1 loyal, I would say guys mostly go out of state. I think it's different for Wisconsin football, I'd say. I think Wisconsin football is like if you're a top-notch Wisconsin football player, you're going to Wisconsin, probably. Because that's the big dream.
I guess
that
it really
everybody
just
has, right?
Yeah, for sure. I guess it really just depends on what state you're in, because you know,
Right.
like a state like Wisconsin, like that's a top school. But like, say you're someone with a lot of options, and you're like in a state like South Dakota or something where they don't have the best of the best D1 schools in that state, but other states do. Then you like go out of state. But like, I'd say if you're in like a good state like California or something, you'll probably stay in California because they have like high end like schools like that.
Right.
So yeah, if that makes sense.
Kind of going back to your recruiting process then, Loyal, and what it led up to making your decision to go to Wisconsin. Did you always kind of know you wanted to go to Wisconsin?
Yeah. I would say the thing that really helped me was I set my mind to it right away. Like, I want to go to this school, and that really helped me like really just manifest everything into reality. But yeah, I always wanted to go to Wisconsin because like I grew up a Badger fan. Like, what my family's always watched the games together. Like, so yeah, I've always wanted to go to Wisconsin.
That's sweet, man. And then what team activities are you doing right now with some of the other recruits? Are you guys meeting at all, talking at all, like in a group chat or anything?
Yeah, we have a Snapchat group chat, and we talk in it every day. And, you know, they're really funny. They joke around every day, and yeah, it's really cool.
Yeah, that's exciting. Man, it's just crazy that we're to the point where we're talking about college now, especially when I go back and just think about that game day visit sophomore year. Like, it did not seem like we'd be in this moment right now, but
So how did that go?
Man, it's crazy.
Did the whole team go, or just the select few kind of top players?
yeah, so it was an invite from the coaches for us too, and then so I think there was only like 15 recruits that day, right? Loyal there from like, all
It's
throughout.
not like it's not something where like the whole team could go. It's just
Right.
kind of like invite only.
So then what did you guys, what did that entail? Because I'm sure you weren't just regular spectators in the stands. You had a little bit more VIP.
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
Loyal, you want
yeah.
to talk about it?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so like before you go to the game, they kind of have this like game day tent, and it's like decked out with like really nice like tables, and like the food is like amazing. Like, they have really good food. Like one time, like a few times I had Chick-fil-A, or like they'll like make like some like chicken, or like I don't know, like just our steak, or like stuff like that.
Yeah.
Just like really good food. And so yeah, you kind of hang out there, and you can meet some of the other like prospects they have there. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, you can make a lot of connections with other players that
Right.
from other states, other areas and stuff. And like, I know one time when I was there, Barry Alvarez, he showed up, and that was really cool. I got to meet him. And yeah, just like a lot of like cool people hang out in that tent before the games, and then you get like these really cool passes. I wish I had one with me. I could show you guys, but yeah, they just like put like this cool edit with like some player on it, and it just looks really cool, and you get your own name, stuff like that on it. And then yeah, they kind of tour you through this area where there's like the Heisman trophies they've won and whatnot. And then like they kind of bring you through the weight room, which that's really cool. You get to see like all the high-end equipment they have, and like all the special things that they have that most places don't. So I think like the weight room's pretty cool. So yeah, they kind of take you through the weight room, and then once you go out of the weight room, then there's the tunnel to go down to the game, to the field. And then like they let you like go out on the field before the game, walk around, like, and you're like right there with the players. Like I know the linemen warm up like right when you walk out, like right in that area. And like sometimes like we're too close, and like they almost run into you, and like those guys are like some big dudes, like really big dudes, like trees.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it's just like you're right there with them, and so yeah, they let you like go around, take videos, pictures, whatever you want to do. You get to watch like the whole team run out of the tunnel. It's really cool. And then the student section's right there too, and that's pretty cool too, just seeing that, and like just getting their energy and stuff, like seeing their energy and whatnot. And then so that's kind of what they do before the games. And then yeah, you want to add anything, Grant?
No, yeah, I'll add kind of like, so we get then front row seats pretty much like right on the 30-yard line, I think it was when we went. But yeah, when we were sitting there right in front of the student section, I'll never forget this, because student section kind of knows, like, if you get there early, you get the front row, and a lot of times they don't get there till like the second half or whatever. But the people who are diehard Badger fans who are there at like 10 a.m., because when I went the one game, I think it was an 11 a.m. kickoff, so they were there early. But they were there and like, hey, come to Wisconsin, like, this is the best football school for you, this is home, and like that type of stuff. That's really cool. That was different from a lot of schools that I toured. But yeah, then we get to watch the game, and then afterwards, like after the first game we went, Loyal and I went, and he got a picture with Jonathan Taylor, and we just talked to some of the recruits in there. I think the one guy I talked to was Zach Bond, who's playing for the Saints now, who just made their playoff run. Like, that's stuff you just never forget, man. But yeah,
that after the games, that's the best part. You get to go in the locker room. You literally could talk to anyone you want. Just go up to them, just say whatever you want to them. You could get a picture with anyone. Like, it's really awesome.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool experience, man. I haven't thought about it in that depth for a while, but that was cool to think about that. So that was a good question, Jackson. That was pretty awesome.
For sure. And then like just the lockers are like insane. Like they have like, I don't even know how to explain it, but they just have all these compartments, like and it's like really high end like material, and like you get your own like safe kind of, like it's really cool. Like it's not like most schools like where it's just like kind of like a gym locker of just metal.
Right.
Like it's like really nice.
So have you talked to two other Memorial guys that are down there right now, Duncan McKinley and Cormac Sampson? Have you been in contact with them at all, kind of waiting to go practice and play with them again?
Yeah, for sure. I've been texting Duncan a little bit here and there. I haven't talked to Cormac in a few months, but I did text him a little bit. So yeah, I've been talking to them. Yeah,
that's exciting. Dude, it's coming full circle. I'll keep saying it, but it really is. It's just like, it's so cliche to just say it like that, but that's the only way to say it. Is there anything else you really want to add or talk about on the podcast today, or spread your wise words with everyone that's listening?
Can you see me right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just be yourself. Don't listen to the haters and stuff. Like, just be who you want to be, and your life is your life. You're the only one that has to live it, you know? So, yeah.
Well, that's a wrap from the 715 podcast, everybody. Loyal, thanks for joining us on this fine Saturday morning. It was awesome to have you back, man, and thanks for sharing some of those words and reminiscing on the good old days of the Wisconsin visits and stuff. That was fun. Good to have you, man.
Yeah, absolutely, man. It was a pleasure to be speaking with you guys.
Awesome, Loyal. Have a good one, man.
Yeah, you too. You guys take it easy.